why would Ryan have to? Why is he Ryan? And the problem stems from what happened between his wife, Blake Lively, and a guy named Justin Baldoni.
Blake Lively might have just done herself in this battle with Justin Baldoni, although she didn't do it intentionally. It was something she said
long before she ever worked with Justin Baldoni.
Right, but there's something she said that has now been resurfaced, and it is right on the nose as far as what the issues are in her battle with Justin Baldoni.
Hold on tight, because things just got way messier with Blake Lively and Justin Baldoni. And guess what? Ryan Reynolds has officially been booted from the ownership of Wrexham, right after Blake was caught in a lie. This whole lawsuit saga is spiraling into a full-blown disaster, and it seems like the once flawless Reynolds family is crumbling before our very eyes.
It's not every day the husband gets to interview his wife's love interest in a film. It's kind of crazy.
I don't remember seeing this on the schedule.
Dive in, shall we? So I saw you posing in a photo with Mrs. Reynolds, and sorry.
When Ryan Reynolds and Rob McElhenney first took over Wrexham, it was a mix of surprise and excitement. Two Hollywood stars investing in a historic Welsh football club felt like something straight out of a movie. Ryan quickly became the face of the ownership, attending games, engaging with fans, and promoting the team on social media. Fans adored him, not just as an investor, but as someone who genuinely cared about the club. Now, all that goodwill has come crashing down with Ryan's unexpected removal. Wrexham supporters are left wondering what really happened behind closed doors. Was this a planned move, or was Ryan blindsided? And most importantly, what did Blake do that led to his removal? For those who haven't kept up with the drama, here's how it all started. It began with shocking allegations. Blake Lively claimed she was assaulted on the set of Asterisk. It ends with us Asterisk, and the person accused, none other than Justin Baldoni, the film's lead actor and director. From there, things completely spiraled out of control. The details were inconsistent, and before long, it turned into a massive legal battle. Justin Baldoni, along with Jimmy Heath, Wayfair Studios, and his publicist, struck first by suing the New York Times, the outlet that originally published Blake's claims. But that was just round one. The second lawsuit came next. This time, Justin went after Blake and Ryan Reynolds directly, and the drama got wild. We're talking asterisk Game of Thrones, asterisk level backstabbing, asterisk Taylor Swift, asterisk-esque drama, and shady text messages surfacing. In his lawsuit, Justin claims the New York Times worked with Blake to manipulate the story, cherry-picking details, and leaving out key facts to make him and his team appear guilty. He argues that before the article was published, he and his legal team informed the newspaper that Blake's version of events wasn't true. But despite that, the story went live 2 hours early, which Justin believes was a calculated move to control the narrative.
Are you saying that they got changed copies of the communications, or that they changed the communications to remove emojis? Are you blaming the New York Times for doing that?
I'm blaming the New York Times for participating with Blake Lively's publicist and engaging in this campaign.
As for Blake, instead of diving straight into the lawsuit, she took a different route. She filed a right-to-sue letter with the California Civil Rights Department, allowing her to skip the discovery process and keep things under wraps. However, now that everything's come to light, Justin's team is calling her out, claiming she never intended to actually sue. They argue she just wanted to make herself appear more credible. One of Blake's major accusations was that Justin and his team used their media connections to launch a smear campaign against her, even presenting text messages that seemed to back up her claim. But Justin's team wasn't having it. They hit back, accusing Blake of editing those messages to make it seem like there was a coordinated effort to ruin her reputation. To prove their point, Justin's side leaked their own internal messages. These showed that Justin's team was actually worried about Blake's PR team pushing fake positive press in her favor. In one of the messages, Justin himself asked how they could prove they weren't involved in any media manipulation. A colleague reassured him that Blake's team was behind the media spin, while another PR rep brushed it off, saying people were just reacting to Blake's own actions. But it doesn't end there. Justin's lawsuit claims Blake manipulated messages to fit her narrative. In one example, she shared a text exchange where someone sent an article titled, "Could Blake Lively be cancelled?" And a team member responded, "Wow, you outdid yourself with this." Sounds shady, right? Justin's team claims Blake conveniently removed emojis and sarcasm from the message, turning a joke into something that appeared serious. So where does Ryan Reynolds fit into all of this? Oh, he's right in the thick of it. As the drama unfolds, it turns out that Blake wasn't just acting an asterisk. It ends with us asterisk. She was trying to take creative control. Allegedly, she pushed Justin to let her edit and rewrite scenes, a privilege no other actress had on set. But because Justin was so accommodating, he let her do it, and that decision came back to haunt him. And here's the real twist. Ryan wasn't just a supportive husband watching from the sidelines. Reports suggest he was actively involved too, helping rewrite parts of the script. One cast member even confirmed that Ryan made significant changes to multiple scenes, something that almost no other actor would be allowed to do. But since Blake was involved, the usual Hollywood rules didn't seem to apply.
Hold on, you guys have to see this.
Ryan's here tonight. What is it like for the both of you to be promoting major motion pictures at the same time?
Oh my gosh, it's just so thrilling in our house right now. We help each other. We work together so much. So the iconic rooftop scene in this movie, my husband actually wrote it. Nobody knows that, but you know. But he wrote it.
Rooftop.
He works on everything I do. I work on everything he does. So his wins, his celebrations are mine, and mine are his. I mean, he's all over this film.
And you, Jack.
According to the staff, Blake and Ryan were constantly tweaking lines, reworking scenes, and disrupting the production, which created a tense atmosphere on set. Blake seemed to play Justin perfectly, showering him with compliments and calling him one of the best directors she had ever worked with. She claimed that no other directors had allowed her to contribute creatively, and Justin, wanting to be fair, gave her the freedom she wanted. But that decision backfired in a big way when Blake rewrote a crucial rooftop scene, the scene that ultimately changed everything.
Will you please get down from there?
I'm good, thanks.
According to Justin and his legal team, Blake made sure everyone knew that Ryan Reynolds and Taylor Swift loved her version of the scene. She even invited Justin to her penthouse, where Ryan and Taylor hyped up her writing, making Justin feel like he had no choice but to keep it in the movie. Later, Justin even texted her, praising her talent and saying he tried to incorporate her ideas into the final cut. This is where the asterisk Game of Thrones asterisk comparisons really took off. Blake, according to reports, referred to herself as asterisk Khaleesi asterisk, saying she had dragons, Aka, Taylor, and Ryan, who would always back her up. She wasn't just name-dropping. She was making it clear that she had real power in both the movie and music industries. She knew exactly how to use her influence to get what she wanted. But Blake didn't stop at one scene. She wanted control over the entire script. Justin, trying to keep the peace, allowed her to make changes daily, hoping to avoid conflict. But the more he gave in, the worse it got. Blake began questioning every single directing decision, causing even more chaos behind the scenes.
To do with, the brilliance of Blake Lively. I don't think people realize how involved she was in this movie. She was extremely involved. She really made the film better, and especially when it came to intimacy and all of that, she had a very clear vision, and she was telling me what she thought would work, what she thought.
Now, here's where things get really ironic. Around the same time Blake claimed that Justin harassed her, she was still inviting him over and texting him nonstop. She was so uncomfortable. Why was she constantly reaching out to him? And it wasn't just that. Her messages were full of praise. She complimented the film clips, raved about his directing, and even asked for more footage. You know why people are believing Justin over Blake? Because Justin had real receipts. His legal team didn't just talk, they delivered solid proof. They gave everyone a peek into one of the biggest claims in Blake's lawsuit. Blake accused Justin of getting too intimate during a scene that was supposed to be silent. She claimed he whispered to her in a way that made her uncomfortable and even caressed her cheek and neck, something that wasn't in the script. Sounds serious, right? But here's the plot twist Blake didn't see coming. Justin dropped the real footage, and guess what? The leaked clips completely contradicted her claims. The raw footage showed that the entire moment was taken out of context. The so-called whispering and touching didn't happen the way she said it did.
I know. And my nose is so big.
I was hoping that we could address this. It's not too late. Just gotta shut down. We gotta call an insurance month and just deal with that.
The video clip blew up after Blake didn't realize the audio was being recorded during the scene she claimed was harassment. When the footage surfaced, it painted a completely different story. It turns out both Justin and Blake were in character the entire time, and Blake herself suggested they talk during the scene to make it look more romantic in slow motion. The whole situation was about nailing the perfect shot. Nothing inappropriate happened. But here's the twist. Blake still went ahead and accused Justin of harassment and body shaming and reportedly manipulated Ryan into believing Justin was the bad guy, even though Ryan and Justin had never worked together before. Now let's talk about Taylor Swift. Her name's been dragged into this mess, and fans are not happy. There's even speculation that Taylor might be separating herself from Blake after realizing she was used as a pawn in Blake's industry drama. The tension increased when Taylor didn't invite Blake to the Super Bowl this year, something she had regularly done in the past. Fans noticed that things have shifted, and the feeling is mutual. Sources say even if Taylor had invited Blake, she wouldn't have gone, avoiding the legal drama that would have overshadowed Taylor and Travis Kelce's big moment. But here's where it gets juicy. Reports claim that Taylor, who was previously caught up in Blake's legal battle with Justin Baldoni, is keeping a low profile, and some even believe Taylor resents Blake for calling her one of her dragons. It didn't sit well with her. Things got even messier when Taylor allegedly learned that Blake manipulated her image by name-dropping in ways that weren't even true, like telling a young actress that Taylor personally cast her, which insiders confirm never happened. Blake's image has taken a serious hit, especially after resurfaced old clips showing how people found her hard to relate to. Insiders revealed that years ago, Taylor advised Blake to tone it down, but Blake never listened, and now it's backfiring big time. And if you think this drama was just about Blake, think again. Ryan Reynolds, who mostly stayed out of Blake's legal mess, is facing his own set of problems. On the football field, Ryan and Rob McElhenney's takeover of Wrexham AFC has been a major success, but now there's speculation about Ryan's future involvement in the club. Ryan is rumored to be part of a consortium looking to take over his hometown club, Vancouver Whitecaps. Fans are concerned that Ryan splitting his focus between multiple clubs could cause Wrexham's momentum to slip, especially as they're battling for promotion. But the situation only gets messier after rumors about Ryan possibly taking over the Whitecaps gained traction. A scheduling conflict involving Wrexham stirred up backlash. A match against Leyton Orient was rescheduled after a clash with Manchester City's FA Cup match, and fans were furious. Despite no direct control over scheduling, Ryan and Rob took heat for allegedly influencing the decision to benefit Wrexham's growing U.S. audience. As for Blake, her lawsuit is getting more complicated by the minute. Ryan and Taylor could potentially be called as witnesses if this case reaches court, and things are escalating fast. Fans are already turning against Blake, questioning her image as America's sweetheart. The drama has divided fans, insiders are whispering, and the media is having a field day with every new twist. What happens next? Can Blake salvage her reputation? Will Justin keep pushing forward? And how will Ryan and Taylor navigate this storm if they get pulled into the courtroom? Drop your thoughts in the comments and make sure to like, subscribe, and check out more videos while we wait for more updates.